What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first one I see is the first one I read, and the first one I saw was Pisces. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. But hello everybody, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do want to mention, everybody, if you're interested in the spring sale, you guys can go ahead and check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. I'm going to be doing 20% off on 15-minute personal readings. So if you would like 20% off, feel free to use code POPPIN, POPPIN, for 20% off at checkout, okay? All right, though, everybody, let's hop on into it and see what's going on. We're going to start out here with the Pisces, so we'll see what's popping here for the fish. But hello, everybody. How are you? Hope all is well. Hello, Allison. What's going on, Eclipse Chaser? How you guys doing? All right, baby, hopping on into the Pisces. Let's see what's going on here for the fish. Messages for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful fish, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves the last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be the Seven of Wands in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Four of Pentacles, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Six of Pentacles, and then the outcome here for you, Piscean, is going to go ahead and be the Eight of Swords. So as far as what I'm seeing for Pisces in the next 24, let's go ahead and talk about it. Well, Seven of Wands in reverse here paired with the Four of Pentacles kind of feels to me like you're in a period of time almost where it's like, all right, I know Four of Pentacles, I've been holding on to something for a while, but it feels like you're getting ready here to open up. So Pisces, I definitely think you're about to open up in regards to a situation. You could be opening up emotionally. If it's not about opening up emotionally, though, maybe it's about doing something you haven't done before. Like, for example, there could have been some sort of fear that's been limiting you or restricting you, but in the next 24 hours, you might be saying, F it, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. So this could either be the energy of overcoming fear physically by just taking action and doing something maybe that made you a little bit nervous, or it could be about emotionally opening up here for a few of you. What you're going to come to find, though, I mean, looking at the next 24, what you're going to come to find, Six of Pentacles, is that everything's okay. It's actually not that scary. It's actually not that freaky, right? So whatever it is you were pretty nervous to do, or whatever it is you were in recluse about, once you go for it, it wasn't so bad. Looking at the outcome here, Eight of Swords, you're kind of like, how was I in my head so much about this situation? Because truth be told, it's actually really not as bad as I thought. So for Pisces moving into the next 24 hours, if you've been worried about, for example, going on a roller coaster, you go on your roller coaster and you're like, you know what? It's not that bad. Maybe you had to tell somebody something and you were freaking out about it. You were internalizing this whole entire thing and you were like, oh my God, this is going to be this, it's going to be this outcome or that outcome, but then you actually go ahead and you open up emotionally and you're like, wait a minute, the way the person I'm dealing with reacted and responded was nothing of what I thought, right? So it's about breaking the cycle of overthinking and instead doing what you got to do. And it turns out it's not so bad, right? I like the roller coaster analogy because I remember being 13 years old going on my first roller coaster. It was at Dorney Park in PA, I think. Regardless, I went on my very first roller coaster. I was about 13 at the time, and I was shitting bricks. I was like, fuck this. I'm super scared. This is not going to be fun. I had a lot of fear kicking up in me, but the moment the first drop happened, I knew I was hooked. I knew it was amazing. It was a fun and fantastic time, and it wasn't so scary anymore, to the point where I said, screw it. I'll go on every roller coaster in this damn park, right? So sometimes we got to do what it is we fear, because once we do it, not only do we overcome it and kill that fear, but most importantly, it gets easier every time going forward, right? So do shit that scares you, because the more you do it, the less you're going to be scared of it, and most importantly, the easier it becomes. Okay, cool, Pisces. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did the water so far. We're going to go ahead today and do water, fire, air, and earth. Pisces, thank you for tuning in. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, okay? All right, guys, so we did our water, jumping on into the fire. Let's have a look here at the Saggy, and we'll see what is up. What do we got going on here for Sagittarian? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information's rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and get one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what's up here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Sagittarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Fool card. So you could be connecting here with an Aries for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Eight of Wands. What it is you're dealing with, we do have here the World in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Ace of Pence in the reverse position. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look at this one. So Fool card here to the Eight of Wands. Does look like you're moving in a certain direction, but I think the direction you're moving in doesn't actually end up turning out quite like you imagined. It almost looks like you've had the intention to move on, but then you don't end up moving on. Does that make sense? It's like I had every intention to move on, but then I get drawn right back into something. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, World in reverse, this is a cycle that's continuing, not a cycle that's ending. And looking at the outcome here, Ace of Pentacles reversed, it's like you try to take this opportunity to move forward, but you feel like you have failed. Now, first and foremost, let me just point this out that you didn't necessarily fail, okay? At the end of the day, sometimes it can be very difficult moving on from something, and most of the time it takes time, quite literally, right? It's not a situation that is immediately easy to dispose of. I think that in terms of moving on, sometimes we think we can move on like that. We think it could take a day, a week, a month, but naturally it's going to be your own pace and your own pace of healing. So I get the feeling here, Sag, that you have every intention of moving on, but you come to realize in the next 24 that it's much harder than it seems. And it's like, fuck, I still feel so stuck. Well, first and foremost, give yourself more time. There is no timestamp on healing. Everybody heals at their own pace. Everybody moves on at their own pace. And when you're ready, you'll be ready. You'll know when you know. But I think the most important thing about moving on is that each day it gets better. You know, even though that might sound like bullshit, or to me personally, it sounds practical, but I guess to some people it could sound like BS. But the truth is that each day it gets a little easier. And even though it's something that takes time, in due time, you will be able to say, you know what? I look back at the cycle now, doesn't resonate with me. I kept the pop and push and moving forward. I'm glad I did. And I'm excited for what's to come in the future. So if you're a Sag right now and you had every intention of moving past something, but you're realizing that you just haven't yet, it's okay. Don't be so damn hard on yourself and take it one step and one day at a time. Moving on is a process. It is not necessarily a instantaneous task, okay? All right, my beautiful Saggies, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our fire. We also did our water. We're going to go ahead now and hop on into our air signs. So thank you, Saggy, for tuning in. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Also, Pisces love, thank you so much for the $1.99. Really appreciate you. You said, thanks as always, Aunt, sending good vibes to you and good vibes right back at you. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate your generosity, okay? All right, guys, jumping into the air. Let's have a look here at Aquarius. What's going on with the Aqua, baby? What's popping here for Aquarian? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aquarius, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Aqua, overall energy for you is going to be the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Four of Wands. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Two of Pentacles. And looking at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Nine of Swords in the upright position. So let's see what's happening here. Aquarius, Five of Pentacles reversed here, followed up here with the Four of Wands. It does feel like you're going back into some sort of environment, so you could be getting close to someone again. This could be about getting close to a certain friend group or rebuilding certain friendships. That might be happening here for some of you, but I definitely feel like you're rejoining some sort of stable environment. But I think what you're coming to find out is that it's a little bit of a front here. Two of Pentacles, looking at what you're dealing with. It's like somebody here has to juggle, to work really hard to make something look like something it isn't. Does that make sense, Aquarius? Like somebody here is making themselves appear as someone they're not. So they worked very hard to kind of roll you in and loop you in that they're this stable person, or this environment worked so hard to show you that this environment's super stable and peaceful and amazing. And then it's like you get in there and you're like, no, this is not what was being portrayed. So I get the feeling here where maybe you want to be careful, Aquarian, in investing in certain jobs. You might be getting job offers at this time that look fucking amazing, but they may not be exactly as as they portray themselves. You might want to watch out for old friends that you had falling out with. If you had a falling out with old friends, they might look like they've changed, but then you might come to realize that they didn't necessarily change. So looking at the outcome here, Nine of Swords, you look a little stressed, all right, is what I'm seeing here for Aqua. It's like whatever this is, whether it's a person or an environment, something here is trying to draw you back in. And keep in mind, if you're being drawn back in, you've dealt with this environment before. So something or someone is trying to draw you back in, but I don't feel like there was ever initially any really change. I think it's just kind of like the same as it was. So someone's putting up a front. You're going to quickly realize this. And I do feel like with the Nine of Swords, you're going to be stressed out about it. I wouldn't be so stressed out. I would look at this as an opportunity to see clarification. It's an opportunity to kind of see clarity. You know, you see that this environment or this person never changed, and you know that it's not the right direction for you. If anything, this second time experience gives you all the clarity you need to know just to move forward and not to keep coming back. So I get that feeling here for you, Aquarius, where it's like you can treat this as an opportunity of clarification rather than a negative experience. That's how I would look at it, at least, you know? All right, though, Aqua, let's keep it popping, pushing, and excuse me, and moving forward. All right. All right, baby. Thank you guys for tuning on in. So we did our air, we did our water, and we did our fire. Hopping on into the earth sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at Capricorn, and we'll see what's popping. What's going on here for the Cappy, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Capricorn, we're going to get 3 more shuffles for you, and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully you guys are doing pretty damn well. What's going on for Capricorn in the next 24? Capricorn, you did have a 7 of Swords reversed. I am hearing relief. Okay, some of you guys could have been thinking that somebody might have been deceiving you. This is kind of like a moment where Mercury retrogrades all over you. It looks like somebody might be doing something negative, or it might look like somebody's doing something deceitful, but then you kind of come to the conclusion of like, wait, it wasn't how it looked. So there might be an illusion that somebody's doing something they shouldn't be, but then you come to realize there's innocence behind it, okay? All right, though. Capricorn, overall energy, Justice in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy for you. 6 of Pentacles reversed. What you're dealing with, Fool in reverse. And then the outcome here for you is going to go ahead and be the King of Wands in the upright position. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What's going on here for Cappy? Excuse me for one moment, guys. Thank you very much. So Justice reverse here. Libra energy, you might be dealing with one. This is usually the energy of being unbalanced. And then current energy, 6 of Pentacles reverse, is actually the same thing. So there's a lot of unbalanced kind of energy showing up here for you. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, Fool reversed, I feel like what's happening is like you're trying to play things too safe, Capricorn. You're not taking risks. You're playing things too safe, but at the same time, it's still not promoting stability or balance for you. So I feel like a risk here is kind of needed. I think that if you're a Capricorn and you've been playing things too safe but haven't been seeing much results, it might be the time to take a little bit of a risk and do something that's out of your comfort zone. For example, let's say in regards to money, maybe you've been playing things very safe, but you haven't really been growing your money. You know, maybe it's the time to take a little bit of a risk and do something that will grow your money. Same thing when it comes towards love. Maybe things have gotten very stale in your love life and it's time to kind of step out and maybe have a new experience or do something different in your love life. I feel like the more you keep doing the same thing, of course, you're always going to get the same result. So I feel like it's time to break out of repetition for Capricorn is what I'm hearing, because looking at the outcome, King of Wands, you have a lot of things that make you an interesting person. You have a lot of things that can make you an awesome person. And I feel like you're not expressing those because you're playing things too safe. I feel like if you were to take a little bit more of a risk and really start to do more things you're interested in, and by getting out of that comfort zone kind of energy, it's going to create more balance. That's what I'm feeling for you, Capricorn. I feel like right now you've been doing the same thing, getting the same results. Step out of that comfort zone, do something different, do what you're interested in, and you're going to attract more of what you want. You know, for example, if you're looking for more money, working that same job that's giving you the same pay wage is going to give you the same minimum payment a year. But if you wanted to pick up a second job or start a business on the side or get a job that pays you more, if you took action and branched out of that current job giving you the same exact salary every year, you would make more money, right? And the same thing applies with love. If you are dating people and you keep dating the same exact kind of people, you're going to get the same results from those individuals. If you start to open up your, or broaden your dating experience with different individuals, maybe people who are not necessarily the same that you've been going after, you'll get a different experience and a different result. So Capricorns, open up to something new, open up to something more than what you've had, so that different results come on in. All right. All right, though, Capricorn. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for tuning on in nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our Cappy. Thank you guys for stopping by. Now, real quick, everybody, let me just go fix something real fast on my computer, and then we'll go ahead and move forward with the rest of the signs. But by the way, for the 134 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope you guys have been doing well. I do want to apologize, by the way, guys. Sorry for not being here yesterday. Yesterday was just, I want to erase it off the map. It was quite a day. Mercury kind of retrograded all over me, okay, if you will. So it was a very Mercury retrograde heavy day. Lots of problems that needed to be solved and fixed. So could not, unfortunately, even do any kind of work. That's just how busy I was dealing with issues and problems. So sorry for not being here yesterday, but happy to be here today nonetheless. And I hope you guys are having a rad day so far. By the way, hello, what's going on? Mark, how are you, brother? Hey, Trish. Hey, Anna Marie, how's it going? Amanda, how are you? How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are well. Michaela, what's poppin'? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Happy hump day to you as well. Pisces love, hope it's been going great so far. All right, guys, we finished up our first batch, so we're gonna hop back on into the water, and let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Cancer gang. What's going on here for the Cancer, baby? Messages here for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling out in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on for the crab? Cancer. Let's take a look here and see what's up, okay? Overall energy here for you is going to go ahead and be the Emperor. So you could be connecting here with an Aries for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we have here the Three of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with, we got here the Three of Pentacles. And then the outcome for Cancers are going to go ahead and be the King of Wands in the upright position. Cancer, what's going on with you, baby? Well, I feel like a lot of you are really pushing aside any kind of thing that you feel has been hindering you. Like if there's been any sort of negativity, any sort of pain, or just any sort of repetitive emotions, I feel like you are learning to release those. You know, sometimes, for example, we can have real repetitive negative emotions that can come up when we need them to kind of not be there. Like, for example, we can have fear come up, right? When we have to do something that we need to show we're confident in. You know, it's like, imagine, right? How would a doctor perform an operation if the doctor's just nervous that he's going to fuck it up, right? So fear in that moment needs to be eliminated. When you have a doctor with a patient on the operating table, that doctor is locked the fuck in. He's going to get it done, or she's going to get it done. It's not going to be a moment in time where there's any sort of room for nervousness or fears or worries, right? So with that being said, everybody, I kind of feel for Cancers here in the next 24, it's about bossing up and not letting any sort of negative emotion get in the way of what it is you got to do. I remember back in the day when I was reading tarot, you know, and this still happens from time to time, and I think it's pretty natural for, you know, anybody in the creative space or has a creative kind of outlet. But, you know, there will be times in tarot where it's like, I get tarot block. I'm like, I cannot read for shit, okay? I have been reading for 5 years. I know I'm good at what I do, but for some reason, nothing just comes out. Everything looks like blah, and I need to take a break from it, right? So in those moments, what usually tends to happen is I'll get really frustrated. I'll get frustrated because it's like, I have 10 million things to do. I know that I want to get this done, and, you know, I want to make sure like I'm able to do what I do, but then I get frustrated because I can't. So the more frustrated I get, the more less confident I become, and then the more I'm in a space where I'm trying to figure out how to put this, you know, reading together, and nothing comes out. So what I learned is that when negative emotions are getting in the way, you need to separate those negative emotions so that you can get what you want to get done. So when I would experience tarot block, most of the time, it wasn't necessarily that there was ever truly a blockage, but it was my frustration. See what I'm saying? It was that negative emotion getting in the way. So Cancer, for your next 24 hours, you're recognizing this. You guys are cutting out whatever is blocking you here, okay? Looking at what you're dealing with, Three of Pentacles, and you're getting to work. And honestly, once you start to cut out whatever kind of negative emotions here are blocking you from getting things done, things over here start working for you. And looking at the outcome, King of Wands, you feel like you're on fire, baby, okay? I definitely feel like your creative energy and your creativity is going to be popping here, and you're going to be doing what you got to do, okay? All right, Cancer. I love that, baby. Very, very good. You know, it's hard sometimes, guys. Even if we're aware of what our blockages are, sometimes it's so hard to let go of frustration. But at the end of the day, if you can calm yourself down, you can re-enter that flow. All right, Cancer, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water. We're going to move on into our fire in just a second. Bear with me, everybody. The old Oak Tree Tarot said, I get that too. I found that too. It's like a block stopping you from reading, but yes, I get it. See, I've always felt like I was always the only reader who has like tarot block from time to time, because there are so many readers on the platform that are pumping out like fucking 20 videos a day. I'm like, how the fuck do you guys do this? At the end of the day, props off to the people that can do, or hats off to the people, you know, that read tarot that can just do so much of it, because A, it's draining as tits, but B, like, there comes a point where I have zero mental energy left, and I'm like, listen, I'm not going to be able to put this together right now. I'm just so fucking drained, you know? So it happens. But yeah, I feel like there are certain people I watch, man, that just never run out of the juice. They're always going. It's crazy. But hats off to them. No shade, none of that. But it's just like, it's inspiring. It's crazy to see, you know? Hello, Lila. How are you? Hope you've been doing great. Thank you for stopping by. Unapologetic Converse said, hi, sir. Hope all is well with you. I'm feeling great. Thank you. Everything's well over here. Hope you're doing great as well. Get over yourself, then I will, said, you're amazing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Eclipse Chaser said, tarot block, try new scenery in your eyes. Ooh, I like the way you worded that. That's pretty cool. Try new scenery in your eyes. Huh. Very cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. All right. Either way, guys, moving on forward. We did our water, so we're hopping back on into the fire. Let's have a look here at the Ram fam. What's going on here for the Aries, baby? What's happening? All right. Let's see what's popping here for Team Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the Ram fam? What do we got showing up here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? All right, let's go ahead and get this last shuffle, and then we'll see and take a look. Aries, overall energy here for you is going to go ahead and be the 5 of Cups in reverse. So you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Having a look here at your current energy, what do we got? We got here the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What you're dealing with, we have here the Death card. And then the outcome for the Ram fam is going to go ahead and be the Knight of Wands, keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So I definitely see many Aries here kind of moving on from something in the next 24 hours. That's what it's looking like to me. Queen of Pentacles reversed. I think what you're moving past is giving out too much of your energy to other people. It kind of felt like it wasn't reciprocated. I think you were definitely overexerting your energy, and you're not okay with that at this time. You're recognizing that overexerting your energy hasn't been the best for you, especially for the fact that it also hasn't been reciprocated is what I'm feeling here too. Looking at what you're dealing with, the Death card showing up here for you. Scorpionic energy, you're like, something here has to change. You know, we actually have the Moon and Scorpio coming up quite shortly. All right. And with that being said, it makes a lot of sense here for transformation and change to happen, or to switch up the ways we're doing something. So I feel like for Aries, you're becoming aware in the next 24 hours of just how you've been overexerting. You've just been giving and giving and giving, but it hasn't been reciprocated. And since that's been happening, it's time to switch that up and to move out of that energy and to move into more of an energy of self-care. So I definitely see many of you being more attentive to your own responsibilities, feelings, desires, etc., and you're focusing on filling up your own cup at this moment in time, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? All right, Team Aries, love that for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our fire, we did our water, going into the air sign. Let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Libra gang. What's going on here for Team Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What messages do we got rolling up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What is going on here with you? Let's go ahead and take a look. Libra, overall energy here for you is going to go ahead and be the Devil in reverse. Ooh, yeah, getting rid of that devil. Very good energy showing up here for you. You could be connecting with a Capricorn for some. Looking at the current energy, 4 of Wands, what it is you're dealing with, 7 of Pentacles. Looking at the outcome here for you, Libra, what do we got? We got here the Star card showing up as well. Aquarius energy showing up here, Capricorn energy too. So for your next 24 hours, Devil reversed here to the 4 of Wands. I heard goody two shoes, and I also heard false environment. 4 of Wands is usually the depiction of like a very positive environment. This could be like a family who like maintains their self-image, or certain people in your life who try to have like a really good self-image, even though like what they're portraying their life as and themselves as is completely different than what the reality is. So I get the feeling here, Libra, that that's something you're starting to release. It's like people who have this like fakeness, or they're just not being transparent or real with like how they actually are, because they put up a sort of facade. You know what I mean? So someone in your life here seems to be putting up a facade, or it could be a group of people or an environment. And it's like Seven of Pentacles. I just don't got time anymore to invest in this. It's just not working for me. Looking at the outcome here, the Star card, it's like I'd rather be in a space and time where I'm aligned with people who are more like-minded and who are open to being more transparent, rather than people who are putting up said facade. So it could be family. Unfortunately, I've definitely seen that in families before, where, you know, they look perfect, or they have to make everything seem perfect on social media. Meanwhile, it's like you look at the actual family, and then you got like a brother and sister who constantly fight, or maybe they're not happy with the parents, and it's like, you know, you're putting up this facade, but it's not the actual reality, right? So I see that message showing up here for you, Libra, and I see you just wanting to detach from that entirely. It's like, this is not my style. I rather roll with people who are more transparent, or maybe you've been dealing and tolerating with this for so long that it's like, I just am not going to tolerate it anymore. I need transparency in my life. So what you're choosing to do is to align with people who are more like-minded now going forward, okay? All right, though, Libra, totally get where you're coming from. That stuff I don't really naturally like either. I'm not a big fan of people, you know, putting up a facade. It's like, just be who the fuck you are. It is what it is. Nobody's perfect, okay? All right, Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our air, water, and fire. Hopping on into the earth sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Taurus gang. What do we got going on here for the bull gang, baby? What's showing up here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? All right, Team Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves, if I don't drop half my deck on the floor, one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up with you, baby. Let's see what's going on here for the bulls. Taurus, overall energy for you is the Nine of Swords in reverse. Having a look here at your current energy, we got here the Ace of Cups reversed. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Six of Cups reversed, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Nine of Pentacles. I almost said the Six, and then I went to the Nine. The Nine of Pence in the reverse position. Okay, cool. Let's talk about it, guys. So moving into your next 24. Nine of Swords reversed here, Ace of Cups reversed here. I definitely see that you're kind of like, you're not like worried anymore. You're not concerned. Like, you're feeling great relief, which is really cool to see for you guys. I think Ace of Cups reverse is representing some sort of disappointment, though. I think that you're disappointed in a situation, but you're kind of relieved that maybe it didn't play out a certain way. So it's like, even though there's disappointment, it wasn't the worst thing that could happen, is kind of what I'm feeling for you. Looking at what you're dealing with, Six of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think that there's some sort of thing that happened that's not totally acceptable behavior, but at the end of the day, once again, it's kind of not like the worst thing that could happen. I feel like Taurus, it's weird on how I want to depict this message, but like, something's going to happen. You're not particularly fond of it, but it wasn't like the worst thing that could have ever happened. So it's like, it is what it is. I feel like there's a situation that is forgivable. It's not like it's beyond forgiveness, but you're still not happy with how it pans out. But it could have been worse. You know, I wish I had a better way to explain this energy to you, but that's just genuinely what I'm seeing. I mean, looking at the outcome, Nine of Pentacles reversed, I don't think the situation makes you want to necessarily create distance from somebody, but ultimately, though, you're still disappointed in somebody's actions. So this could be like somebody lying to you, unfortunately. You know, maybe somebody here lies to you, and it's like, granted, I don't fuck with that. It's like, you know, could have been worse. I'd just rather you be more transparent with me going forward. You know, this could be the energy of somebody doing something. Maybe they didn't mean to have an intention to create something negative, but unfortunately they did something. Maybe it was an accident and a negative outcome or consequence came. You know, it could be something like that as well. You know, maybe somebody breaks a vase, like your child breaks a vase in the next 24 hours and you're like, I love that vase. It was my lucky or favorite vase. I'm disappointed, but it is what it is. It was an accident. You know, life goes on. Kind of that vibe. Nothing too serious, I feel, Taurus. So take that if it resonates. A bit of an oddball message, but if it is your message, cool. If not, absolutely no worries, okay? All right, my bull gang, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning in, though. Really appreciate it. So we finished up our second batch. I'm going to take a quick break, guys, before we move forward to the rest of the zodiacs, but I want to thank everybody for being here with me today. I really appreciate you. For the 150 people in the chat, if you can drop a like, that'd be super awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Get over yourself, then I will said. Ant talks to us with so much respect. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I, though? You know, at the end of the day, you guys come out here, you guys see me, you guys are always hanging out with me, and I'm super fucking grateful about that. Seriously. I still, to this day, it kind of shocks me that, like, you know, people still come out, you know, like 5 years later, because it's been going on for 5 years now, and I just can't believe the fact that my business is still a business. So I want to thank you guys all the time from the bottom of my heart for always being here with me and just always supporting me to the best of your abilities. Like, I really appreciate you all so much, and thank you guys for your love and for your support. You've really changed and impacted my life in a wonderful way. And, you know, even if what I'm doing here today doesn't last forever, the experience is so worth it. And thank you guys for all your love over the years, and hopefully for many more years to come. Thank you. You know, I have this in the back of my head. There was a comment I glanced at for a second, and I don't know if I'm going to get it correctly, but somebody was saying too, about not choosing to start a tarot channel. I wanted to talk about this, not choosing to start a tarot channel because this person would be worried about disappointing viewers if there wasn't consistent uploads. A little random, but I wanted to touch basis on that a little bit. You know, I get that way sometimes too. You know, like missing the daily reading yesterday, it upsets me because, like, I don't want to disappoint you guys or let you guys down. But then I remember, like, anytime I've ever said, like, I'm sorry for letting you guys down, what is the immediate response I get? It's like, Ant, take a fucking day off if you need a day off. It's like, Ant, you know, you're good. Like, we'll always be here. Like, we love you. And I think that what I wanted to say to that person who wanted to start a tarot channel, it's like, even though consistency is a good thing, like, you don't need to be afraid of taking breaks, especially in the kind of field we're in where it requires so much energy of what it is you're doing. So don't be afraid to take breaks if that's what you need, and don't be afraid too much of your consistency. I mean, work towards it, right? Show up, do what you can. And the people who really enjoy watching your videos and who really resonate with what you have to say are going to stick around and be there for you. So I think that's something super important to talk about for that person. And never be afraid to start a channel in general and just be worried about what other people on the internet are going to think. You're going to come across haters and trolls. You can never help it, no matter how big or how small your channel is. But at the end of the day, you know, you'll be okay. You'll always find people who will fuck with you, you know? Eclipse Chaser said, mutual respect is the honey wine of life. Yes, it is. Oh, you found me in 2018? Well, thank you. I really appreciate you being around here all these years. Thank you, Michaela. I appreciate that too. Always accurate. So much good energy. Thank you. Eclipse Chaser said, Ant, you do have a life. I do have a life, but at the same time, I do have a business, right? At the end of the day, like, as much as I love what I do and it feels like I don't work a day in my life, at the same time, though, this is a business. So, like, for me personally, not only do I feel bad if I ever miss out or if I'm late with videos because you guys aren't getting the things that, like, the content that you want to watch, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I have to get stuff done, you know? I think that's what sucks sometimes about having a business in terms of spirituality, because spirituality requires so much more work than just going into your normal job and just, like, you know, doing what you got to do. Like, you need to be primed in regards to having mental energy. You need your physical energy. You need to be in a, you know, a decent state of being, right? To kind of do what you have to do. So it's a lot of, like, self-maintenance on top of, you know, just going out there and doing what you do naturally. So at the same time, you know, I never want to let anybody down. I never want to disappoint anybody. But from what I've learned from my audience, it's like, if I ever need a day off, take it and don't worry about it. So, and I thank you guys for that. I really appreciate you guys for being patient with me like that. It means a lot, you know? I know, Amy Nice. The late night hang is long overdue. I know, guys. I know. I just don't do them anymore because I work all day in the morning, and then, you know, I pick up my girlfriend, and then we gotta make dinner, and then we gotta do adult shit, you know? I miss being 18 and being able to be up till fucking 5 in the morning and then sleep till fucking, you know, 3 p.m. and then to get on, wake up, right? Immediately do the daily reading and then, like, work for a couple hours and then go out and then, like, you know, just do stupid shit. But I'm not 18 anymore. I miss that. You know, it used to be fun doing late night hangs and shooting the shit, and I definitely can find more time if I needed to, but it's just a lot of work, you know, not to do the late night hang, but just to do everything that I do. you know? But if I ever get the finances to actually build a team, I'm going to, because I work too much and I'm not going to bullshit myself on that. I just do so much outside of just the normal filming and recording. So inevitably, if I ever get the funds, hopefully if God blesses me, I will definitely start hiring a team and staff to kind of work with me. It would take a load off my shoulders for sure. You know, Jennifer, well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching me after all these years. It really means a lot, you know? I know you like the Book of Answers, Eclipse Chaser. I know. I plan to do one for May though. So hopefully next week I'll get that done for people who want to see the Book of Answers. I'm working on the mid-months. So we're getting there. We're like halfway through so far. They should be done early next week, if anything, or posted by early next week. And then, yeah, I think we can get a Book of Answers squeezed in next week. Just remind me if anything, for sure, you know? For sure, for sure. Oh, well, thank you, Angela. Happy to make your day. Appreciate you watching me all this time. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Sorry that I'm just pausing and chatting. I'm just taking some time to recuperate my energy, but I love you guys. Thank you guys for your patience with me. I appreciate you. You've been there. You have been there for us through so much. It's been a lot. It's been a hell of a ride. Doing this after 5 years, it's just been crazy. I've seen so much growth in my subscribers, you know, I'm not talking about like gaining subscribers. I mean, just like in your personal lives. Like I've seen so much growth in all of your lives. It's like, did you see when Bill Nye like came out and like was talking to everybody as adults now because like they were children? It's not like you guys were ever children, but it's like I feel like that new episode of like Bill Nye, where it's like I've watched you guys grow so much, not necessarily in age, but in so much spirituality in like a way. Like I've seen you guys mature so much spiritually, and I've seen you guys adapt so much of a more positive mental in such a powerful way, and it makes me so proud and so happy for you guys, because I've seen a lot of people who first came into my channel, they were going through so much, and it's like the way they speak today in the chat, the way that they look, the way that they light up as a person, it's so fucking beautiful, man. It's just so fucking beautiful. Seriously. It really, really is, and I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Shin said, damn, that Aries reading was super quick. Sorry. I'm always going to read what I see, guys. I'm not going to like cut it short or extend it. It's kind of like whatever comes out, comes out. It's what it is. Hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, though, for sure. Anna Marie said, hoping that you're going to find that, hoping you're going to be able to find that. You deserve chill time for real. Well, I got to take chill time. I almost talked to myself in the third person. I almost said, Anthony needs it. I will. I really need a vacation this year at some point. Not now, but like September is what I'd like to aim for. So hopefully that works out for sure. Manifesting it. Fuck hopefully. Manifesting it. All that shit's going to work out. For sure, Amy, for sure. You guys definitely have, and I think that it's awesome too, because from me being 18 to now, major difference, for sure. Michaela said, you've accomplished so much already at your age. You built a solid foundation. Rest assured, blessings are coming. You should be proud. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think for me, it's like, I've always struggled with perfectionism. And even though I've grown so much, it's like I have that perfectionism to me. I have that Virgo in my chart where it's like, there's so much more I can do, but I do take moments to stop and appreciate how far I've come. I definitely think that, you know, in terms of success, seen better days in comparison to the past of where I am now, but I think that you can't always measure your success based upon how much money you have, how many views you have, how many things you have like that. I think that for a long time, I kind of struggled with that. And I think that, you know, back in like 2018, 2019, you know, that's when I felt like, oh, my channel peaked, blah, blah, blah. But it's not necessarily success. I think success is when you can kind of come around to a place and know that people are going to show up for you, know that your bills are going to be paid, and know that you, excuse me, and know that you can do the job that you want to do, and people can still fucking support you. And that's what true success is. And that's kind of what I've come to terms with. It's like, I know that people are going to come out and watch the daily. I know that people are going to come talk to me and send me DMs, and people are still going to be here. I know people are going to buy a reading from me if they want to buy a reading from me. It's like, it's nice to know that I have this community still after 5 years, and it's fucking beautiful. And I appreciate the hell out of you guys for it. I'm feeling the feels too, dog. You guys are getting me in the feels today, man. Holy. But yeah, I think that the greatest success is that I'm still here. You know what I mean? And it's so fucking cool to still be here. Absolutely, for sure, Michaela, for sure. All right, though, guys. Whew, y'all are making me emotional today. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch and a second batch as well. So we're going to hop on in now into our last and final batch. We're going to go back on into the water, and we're going to have a look here at the Scorpio gang. So let's see what's popping here for Scorpio, baby. Messages here for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is rolling up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to go ahead and be the Hanged Man. So you could be connecting here peaceably. See, I was going to say you could be connecting with a Pisces, but you can peaceably be connecting with a Pisces, okay? So you might be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio. Having a look here at your current energy, we got here the Eight of Swords, what it is you're dealing with. We do have here the Six of Swords in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Ten of Swords in the upright position. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So for Scorpios here, Hangman card, Eight of Swords, feeling kind of stuck inside your head, feeling a little trapped. All right, is what I'm seeing here for you. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, you got the Six of Swords reversed, which is the energy of getting back inside your head about something that's been quite repetitive. So Scorpios, you got some repetitive thoughts showing up here, some repetitive energy of overthinking, or there could be a repetitive cycle at play. But what I feel for you is that moving in the next 24, luckily here with that Ten of Swords, it's coming to an ending here for you, which is nice. So I get that feeling here for you guys. If you've had anything that's been constantly on repeat, if you have had, you know, I mean, for some, I'm going to keep it real, for some Scorpios, this message can be as basic as there's been a song replaying in your head all day, and then finally it stops. You know what I mean? You guys ever get that song, one random song stuck in your head, and you're like, dude, please get out of my head? Like, that might be for some of you, right? That just might be your message. But for other Scorpios that are watching, there might just be something you've been thinking about constantly, or stuck and trapped inside your head about constantly, that hasn't gotten off your mind. But then finally in the next 24, it's like, oh, freedom, I can let it all go. Like, it's finally done. I'm thinking about other things. My brain is focusing on other shit. So it feels nice, you know? So I think you're going to be cutting out this energy of overthinking about something repetitive, and you'll keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Cool. I like it. All right, Scorpio, thank you for tuning in. Take it if it resonates. Excuse me. And leave it if it doesn't. But thank you guys for coming out nonetheless. Okay. All right, guys. So we got the Scorpios done. All the water is done. Jumping back into the fire. Let's have a look here at the Leo gang. What's going on here for the Lion, baby? Messages here for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information here is going to be showing up for the zodiac sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Leo, let's go ahead and get, hold on, you had a card that flipped. Let me find you. Did it flip over? Did it flip back? Oh, yes, it did. We had a flipper for you, Leo. Let's see what this is, if I can grab it. And we have a Five of Swords in reverse. Good. This is about getting out of conflict, or getting out of any sort of frustrating energies that you've been experiencing. So if you're a Leo and you've been experiencing frustration, you guys are getting out of it, looking pretty good. But nonetheless, one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Leo, overall energy is going to be the Temperance, so you could be dealing with here a Sagittarius for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, Ten of Cups, what it is you're dealing with, Star card showing up in the upright, and then looking at the outcome, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, so let's have a look here and see what's going on. Temperance here, Ten of Cups, very emotionally balanced, very, very positive. You could be spending the day with someone you love. For some Leos that have long distance, you might actually be getting surprised by your partner, or if you've planned to meet each other up or meet up with each other, you can be having a really wonderful day. All right, is what I'm seeing here. Very romantic kind of day showing up too, which is cool. But either way, what I'm seeing here for you guys moving into your next 24 is you're going to be in a very, very awesome space here energetically, and you're going to be looking at a pretty fulfilling day. Looking at what you're dealing with, the Star, it kind of feels like it's a day where everything just goes right. Okay, and listen, that's a really wonderful time when you're in a flow state where it just feels like everything everything is working out today. It's awesome. I feel like I'm on top of the world. It's like nothing is going wrong. It is a fun and fantastic time. So for Leos, I feel like that's going to be your day tomorrow. It's like, it just feels good, man. Everything's working out. I'm happy. It feels great. Looking at the outcome, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I think that ultimately here, what's nice about this too, is that this energy isn't going to be something that I feel just happens for the next 24 hours. I feel like this energy of almost feeling kind of lucky or feeling like just things are working, I'm in the perfect flow, is going to carry out. It's going to have some longevity to it. So I feel like this is kind of like a weekly message for Leo. It's like, you can expect for the next couple days to feel like you're in the flow and to feel like you are a manifesting generator and everything that you want comes with ease. It's just going to feel like you're living life on easy mode. And I want you guys to capitalize off it as much as you can. If things are feeling easy, if you're in the flow, capitalize, and make sure you're taking advantage of it, doing things that you want to do. Okay? I don't know. Just feels like things are aligning very easily. So put yourself to work, take advantage of it, and make some shit happen, okay? Now, I know it won't apply to every Leo out there in the world, but if it happens to resonate to you, use this to your benefit, okay? Cool, guys. I like that energy. Very much so a flow state, okay? All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we did our fire and our water. Jumping back into our air sign, let's have a look here at the Gemini, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Messages here for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? Let's go ahead and see what is up. Gemini, overall energy here for you is going to be the 7 of Cups. Okay, could have a lot of options, a lot of choices, trying to figure things out, narrow things down, looking at the current energy, strength reversed, what you're dealing with. We got here the Judgment in reverse, and then the outcome here for you is going to be the 8 of Pentacles in reverse as well. You know, it's kind of like I'm hearing like my brain hurts, right, Gemini? Like there's a lot of thinking or there's a lot that needs to be planned out, and I kind of feel like tomorrow or the next 24 hours is going to be a bit of a fuck it day. If you're feeling really overwhelmed, if you're like my brain hurts, there's just too much going on and it's like Mercury is retrograding everywhere, I think it's probably a good day to take a break and rest your head a little bit, okay? That would be my advice for Geminis. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with here, Judgment reversed, it's like hard to figure out what would be the best call. 7 of Cups, it's like you got multiple different things going on, or maybe you got a lot of different choices. Strength reversed, you don't feel like you have everything you need right now in order to figure things out. And then 8 of Pentacles reversed, it's like I just don't feel like working on something, especially when I already feel so damn overwhelmed. So if you are a Gemini and you got a lot going on in your next 24, take a fucking break. Don't feel afraid to do so, baby, okay? Rest yourself. And I'm not saying necessarily just physical rest, although physical rest is great. Mentally rest yourself. I think that the more you can get the more time you can give yourself to get a mental reset, the better you're going to feel, and the more easier it's going to be to tackle and to accomplish what you need to. So Geminis, I feel like getting more mental rest is going to be the most productive and positive thing you can do for tomorrow, okay, for the next 24 hours. All right, though, my beautiful gems, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, okay? All right, everybody, so water's done, fire's done, air is done. Going on to our last but not least zodiac sign for today's daily reading, we're going to go ahead and check out the Virgo gang. Let's see what's going on here with the Virgo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You got a bunch of flippers coming out in the next 24. Wheel of Fortune reversed here. 10 of Cups here. You might be in a honeymoon state that you never want to see end. Just throwing this out here for some Virgos. If you've recently gotten to a relationship, maybe you're in that honeymoon phase, everything feels great. It's like, man, I never want this to end. Enjoy it. The honeymoon phase is always amazing in anything. The honeymoon phase in a new business is fucking awesome. It's amazing in romantic relationships. So enjoy it and live it up. It's fun. So enjoy yourself is basically what I want to say here for Virgos that are in some sort of honeymoon phase at this time. Okay? All right, though, guys, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with the Virgos. Hopefully all is well. Starting out here with your overall energy, Two of Cups. I don't know, man. I see lovers for Virgos, okay? So I see a honeymoon phase for some of you. This definitely could be love and romance. It's bubbly, it's cute. Enjoy yourself. Taking a look at the current energy, Nine of Wands, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Knight of Cups, and then the outcome for Virgo is going to go ahead and be the Ten of Swords in reverse. Not the upright, baby, reverse. All right, Virgo. Let's see what's going on. You look a little nervous, or you could be in a space where you're not fully expressing yourself. You know what's going to happen here, Virgo? Someone's getting you out of your shell, and I think you're going to realize that for a few... Okay, I got a couple different storylines. Excuse me. For one storyline for Virgos, I kind of see that maybe somebody here gets you out of your shell, and once they get you out of your shell, you realize that you're kind of attracted to them. So I do see kind of love at first sight manifesting here, because somebody comes in, they help you get out of your shell. Maybe you've been shy, maybe you've been like a little bit not like totally expressive, and then once that happens, someone gets you out of your shell and you're like, whoa, I don't know, I'm kind of attracted to them here with that Two of Cups. So for some Virgos, that can show up here at this time. Now, if that's not the case for other Virgos, you know, somebody here, you might be getting closer to somebody. And of course, it might start to develop into something more. So this could be two friends starting to develop something more. Maybe a friendship is turning into a relationship. Ooh la la. Maybe for other groups of Virgos, you and somebody are just growing a lot closer on a personal level, and you're happy with the way your relationship is going. Keep in mind, this can be platonic. It doesn't have to be romantic. So maybe you and somebody are just starting to become closer friends, and you're super ecstatic about that. Nonetheless, though, guys, I feel like in your next 24 hours, something is getting you woken up. Something is getting you out of your shell. So if you've been kind of held back and in recluse, you're about to get brought out of your shell and get directed to what you want, or something you're very connected to. So you're getting something here, Virgo, which looks nice. Looking at the outcome here, Ten of Swords reversed. I'm also hearing for Virgos too, it's like, even though if you thought something was over, or just when you thought something was over, it ain't over at all. For example, let's say you're a Virgo and you're like, I feel like I'm never finding love. Universe humbles you and says, hey, new connection right here. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'm never going to succeed in business. And then poof, here comes your first sale. So it's kind of like one of those things with the universe where it's like, just when you thought you're about to give up, like exactly what you needed comes at the right time, you know? I remember getting my first sale before, and this is when I was young, by the way, guys, right? The first thing the first business, if you will, I ever created was a duct tape wallet business. I was very good at making them, okay? I made duct tape wallets, duct tape bracelets with like the little magnets and shit, and they were braided. It was so fucking cool, okay? I give myself props for doing some cool artistic shit. But I did that as a kid, and I remember getting my first sale. Right? It took me a while. I was selling them at school, and I also used to make YouTube videos online and made a little website. So when I got my first sale, I freaked out, and it came right when I was about to give up on the business. Eventually, I gave up on the business. It was something to do as a kid to make some money. But with that being said, when I got that first sale, I was like, okay, this is the sign to keep going. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes we just need exactly what we're looking for comes right when we're about to give up. That's the point of the message here. So keep going, Virgo, okay? All right, my beautiful Virgo peeps. Appreciate you. Hopefully you guys resonate with this, and thank you guys for coming out nonetheless, okay? Definitely feel like there is no ending here. It's just the beginning, okay? Cool. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, all right? By the way, I just want to say real quick, Amy, thank you so much for the $3. Really appreciate you. You said thank you so much for being you. Well, thank you for being you as well. Appreciate your generosity. Thank you, my love, and thank you for coming on out, okay? All right, guys, with that all being said, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Guys, thank you all for coming out to the daily reading. Really hope you enjoyed your time here with me today. Thank you guys so much for coming out here. I do want to mention, everybody, I do have my spring sale going on. So if you want to get yourself a 15-minute personal reading with me for 20% off, feel free to use code POPPIN, POPPIN, at checkout for 20% off your purchase. If you'd like that 15-minute personal reading, you can find it on my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description below. But everybody, I love you so much. If you can drop a like, that'd be fantastic. I'd be more than grateful. And I hope that, you know, everybody who's here, if you're new, if you're interested in subscribing, I'm more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. So consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you. Keep it moving. Thank you for the $3. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much as well. Thank you for your donation. All right. But all right, though, everybody, I love you all so much. The plan here is to get out the the May readings as quickly as I can. I do have about half of them done. They got to get edited and uploaded, so bear with me. I'm going to do my best. They probably will be all uploaded though, hopefully before next week. But I'll be working on those, so stay tuned. And yeah, I did mention I'll probably end up doing maybe next week, even though I usually give this update on Friday. But probably next week I'll do a Book of Answers reading, because I know we haven't done it for April. I think the last time I did it was March, so I'll try to get that out next week. So just I believe Eclipse Chaser wanted me to do it, so just remind me if you guys can, and I'll try to get to that next week, okay? All right, guys, happy hump day, happy Wednesday. I love you all so much. Have a great and fantastic day, and I'm going to see you all in the next video, baby. Much love, guys. Take care, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.